Have you been trying to market yourself with no success? Hi, I'm Alease Michelle, best-selling author of Greatness is in the Comeback and the Carolina's #1 personal branding coach. And I'm going to share with you the #1 reason why you're not successful. Here it is, straight to the point. You don't have a personal brand. You ask, why do you need a personal brand? I too asked the same exact question when I first heard about personal branding. Actually, I thought, man, something else I need to do for my business. This was getting a little overwhelming. But what I quickly realized was that personal branding is all about influence. If influence is how the people in your target market perceive you. See, imagine you could have more of the right clients coming to you. You have increased earning potential with a brand that stands out from all the other noise and crowd out there. You can have a consistent flow of business coming in every day. And I have lots of clients that have this happening right now. And increased credibility. People will recognize you, see you as an expert, and greater recognition either at work, in business, awards, books, those type of things. All are achievable in a very short period of time at a very low price. I'm so happy to share with you that I've created Market Yourself Like a Brand. It's a live 4-week course that I'm offering this summer. Allow me to explain what you will get in this content-packed 4-week course. See, week 1 is defining your brand. This is the first step to building a personal brand, is to understand what your brand is and who your brand appeals to. We'll be identifying what matters to you. You'll be realizing what you are naturally good at, which a lot of you already know this, but we're going to put this down on paper so we can actually see these things. You're going to figure out what else you can bring to the table, because a lot of you have talents, but you never really thought about what else you can bring to the table for others. You'll recognize who you're actually trying to reach. You're not going to try to reach everybody. Everybody doesn't want your product, services, or even may want to hire you. So it's very important to figure out who you're actually trying to reach. You're going to align yourself with your target audience. Who is that? Who am I actually going to try to target and to showcase my brand? And you're going to be developing a target audience positioning statement, so you don't get confused. You always know exactly who you're targeting every single day. Week 2 is about branding the personal with the professional. This week shows you exactly how to craft a personal branding profile that is credible, emotional, and irresistible. You will create a brand that others will love, respect, and will position you as a credible expert in your industry. See, we're going to be developing your personal brand statement and your personal branding image. We will be summing up your personal brand in a tagline, because every good brand has a tagline that people recognize. We're going to be using storytelling to illustrate your life, your personal life. And so that's how we try to bring in the personal into the professional. We'll be crafting your personal commercial. Is this not wonderful? You have your own personal commercial that will actually showcase your brand. And you'll be practicing your pitch. So when you are live or when you're at networking events, you know exactly what you're going to say about who you are and who you're trying to reach. So in week 3, we'll be delivering your personal brand online. See, this is determining who your online message needs to go out to and who's actually going to see it. So we're going to be looking at setting up your website. We're going to look at how you can become a blogger if you want to use that in your branding strategy. You'll also look at publishing an e-zine, or a newsletter is another word for it, and showcasing your potential brand on social media, because we all know social media is really powerful and it's a great free way to advertise yourself. And week 3, we'll be creating and posting videos and podcasts. All right, so that's a lot. That's full pack a week. Then we got one more week. Week 4 is planning your personal brand communication. See, this is about building and brand identity system that works every single time. See, I'm not just going to give you all this information. We're not going to walk through all this information and you not have a system that you can go home with and implement over and over again. We're going to be branding your traits to look like you. So we're going to look at visual branded elements that really represent who you are, not some template that represents whoever designed it, but something that actually represents who you are. We'll be building and nurturing your network. All of us have some kind of network already. So I'm going to show you how to build and nurture and love on that network so they love you back. And then we're going to be moving toward a personal branding mindset. So because if branding and tooting your own horn is a little uncomfortable, well, I'm going to show you how to integrate that into your personal life without even realizing that you're doing and building your own personal brand. And then last, I'll be selling your brand to your internal market. Right now, who your network is, who you rubbing elbows with right now, I'm going to show you how you can actually sell that brand to them already. So guess what? I got some bonuses for you. I'm not just giving you 4 weeks. There's more to this that I want you guys to be, super duper branding stars. So I've got 2 bonuses for you. There's bonus number 1. There's an additional week added, and this is week 5. It's a one-on-one growth planning advising session. This session, I will include an in-depth look at your current growth and advise you on how to grow your list, your clients, your readership quickly with little to no money at all. See, this is a $97 value. And this one-on-one coaching, you will sign up and we'll schedule a 1-hour coaching session one-on-one. So this is a really great bonus that a lot of people don't get from me. And then bonus number 2, you'll get a copy of my best-selling ebook, How to Make Extra Money from Home. This is valued at a $27 ebook. And this has been, almost top seller than my book that I've written. But everyone is interested in how to make extra money on the little side talents that they have. And so this is a really great resource to show you how to do that. So that's an extra $124 worth of additional training and resources that I'm going to give you if you enroll into this course. But before I end, I want to talk about and introduce you to my branding superstars right now. So my first person I want to talk about is Charles Easley. He's a writer, an educator, and a film producer. So with Charles, our goal was to identify what matters most to him and how he can naturally bring his talents and bringing his personal brand into his professional brand. Charles is a really great writer and he's very funny, and so he has a really good way of relating things to a diverse population. So we figured out what he could bring else to the table other than being an educator. This is where I met him. He was an educator. He was teaching at a art college, and guess what? He got laid off. But luckily, we had been working together a year and a half before that. So he was ready. He already had established a very strong brand while he was working. So when he was laid off, he was easy to make this transition. And that transition was a wonderful thing because right now, Charles is writing for 2 different media outlets, and he should be finished with his first book by the time this video is published. So, kudos. He's doing some wonderful things out there. He's received over 55,000 visitors to his site, which will help him achieve a large following or increase sales when his book is actually launched this summer. So, my second branding superstar is Mallory McLean. Mallory is a blogger, a fashion editor, and our goal was to brand the personal with the professional with her. Mallory used storytelling to illustrate her life as a fashion student. She was making friends with a lot of fashion students at school, so she thought it was a natural transition to pick one of her best friends and start a blog. Well, this collaborative blogging venture really took off very well, and it assisted Mallory in getting a position as a fashion editor for a fashion magazine in Dubai. You heard me right. She's a fashion editor right now in Dubai. Living the life. So, every time I see pictures, I get so excited. I'm a little jealous of that. But this is what personal branding can do for you. what she's learned that the personal brand helped her achieve this job, but it also is going to help her increase her brand as Mallory McClain. So she is working on increasing her followers on Facebook and as Twitter as we speak. So you can find Mallory at MalloryMcClain.com. My third superstar is Molly Bradford. Oh my gosh, love Molly. Molly is a model. She's a fashion intern at a 17 magazine in New York City, and she's a fashion stylist. And the one thing that we needed to do for Molly was showcase her personal brand on social media sites. So Molly is a super talented person and she strives to do the best in her field. It's quite evident as a model. She's beautiful. Molly didn't need much help with identifying her brand. What she really needed help with was showcasing those brand on Instagram and Facebook. So what I worked with Molly on was how to put out valuable content on those sites. And so we use keywords. We looked at how to come up with catchy titles that people would click, and when is the when the best time to post this content so she can get a lot of traffic. And so you can see that Molly was able to get 101 views off of one post within 24 hours. Amazing. I mean, absolutely amazing. So my fourth superstar branding personal branding star is Alease Jones. Alease is a stylist and an entrepreneur, and he's been in the hair industry for over 17 years. So when I met Alease, Alease approached me to hire me as his branding coach. He was opening up his third salon and his third successful salon, but he was looking at social media as a way to promote his brand and his salon, and he knew that social media was the way to go. It was a very inexpensive way to get the word out about his brand and also about his salon. So what we were doing, what we hashed out, was that he needed to put out valuable content like Molly needed to, but blogging was a little too much for Alease, and Alease was like, I don't know if I have enough time for that. So what we did was that I introduced him to the newsletter, what easing kind of call, some people might call it out there. So soon after that, Alex launched the hair trim report, and in less than 1 month, Alex saw a tremendous increase in his client base. His client base it 4 times is what his client base increased. I could barely get it out because I was so excited. That's less than 30 days, guys. He saw a major increase in his client base. He was also able to bring in and recruit more stylists also, because when you have a brand, people want to follow that brand and want to work under that brand. So right now he's still seeing a steady income in his business, increase of clients and of people actually interested in working in his salon. So here's the biggie. What does this cost? This 4-week course costs $297 for 4 weeks. Typically, a course like this will cost you about $1,500. The cost of a college class or a summer course that you would take at a college. It will happen in a very shorter time than the most college classes do, and you're going to spend a lot less money with the experience of a coach like me, a coach and a teacher, because I love teaching people what I know, and who has I personally have seen and had major results, and you've heard that my clients have also. So, and I also offer payment plans on this, so if you need that option, you can have that. Here's the caveat though. I'm only taking 10 students. I don't believe in taking a lot of people just to fill a room. I want to give you one-on-one attention, so I have to keep the class small. And as of this video that I'm doing, I only have 7 seats left now. So they're enrolling fast, and class starts July the 18th. So man, what can I do? So I'm so confident that you will have the success in this class. I'm going to make you my 100% satisfaction guarantee. I call it my make you happy guarantee. So if you don't see results in my class within the first 2 weeks, I will refund you the full amount of money that you've paid, and I will give you 4 hours of free one-on-one coaching with me. Guys, that is a $400 value of the one-on-one coaching, plus the money that you have returned, that I refunded back to you, amazing. But that's how confident I am. You're not going to need to refund it because you're going to see results in the first 2 weeks of your brand expanding out there and seeing results and comments from other people and people noticing what you're doing. So now I present you with this choice. You know that building a personal brand is essential to getting you more the right kind of clients, increasing your earning potential, having a consistent flow of business coming in every single day, increase credibility in your industry as the go-to person, and greater recognition at work and in the business world, just in the writing world if you're trying to publish a book. So you can't ignore it any longer. So either you can go out and try this on your own, or you can enroll and market yourself like a brand this 4-week course and learn how to create a personal brand that will make you stand out from the crowd. All I really care about is that you have a brand that reflects who you are, what you believe, and what you can accomplish for others. The choice is yours. So here's what you need to do. Click the link below to enroll and then market yourself like a brand 4-week course. Guys, I only have 7 seats left, so you need to do this today. I'm not kidding. We are enrolling and we are starting July the 18th. So I want to see you in the class, and I see you on the first day, guys.